Hello guys, welcome to the midday analysis for today. It's currently 12 o'clock, 19th of January, Thursday. 12 o'clock here in the UK. You're looking at a New Zealand USD daily chart. Today's analysis, we're going to do the same thing we do in all the analysis sessions. We're going to look at each pair on my list to the right here. And we're going to look at each time frame that I am trading, the 4, 6, 8, 12 and daily. So, I hope you guys are doing okay. Let's get started with the analysis. Now, first things first, probably gonna talk about this trade here, New Zealand USD, the daily short, well, no, sorry, the 6 hour short, which worked out quite well, hit my minimum target. Now, one sec, I'm just gonna close all my gaming platforms because otherwise we're gonna constantly get pop-ups as my friends come online. Anyway, so where was I? Yeah, this trade worked out quite well. Well, no, it didn't work out that well for me because my overall target, my full target was at the 1 to 2, and that actually got hit on my platform, on my broker platform. That actually got hit. So here, if you look closely, it literally just got missed. But on my broker platform, it got hit. But what I did, because this was moving so strongly, right? Because this indecision, this bearish candle was moving very, very strongly, and it looked like sellers were going to keep pushing through this minor support resistance area here, this one. It looked like sellers were going to continue to push through. So I removed my target. I pulled my target away because I wanted to allow sellers to continue going down. But my target got hit and it wasn't there anymore. And then, of course, price starts to retrace. Anyway, so, you know, it happens. So I missed my 2 risk to reward ratio, my 1 to 2 target. But that was fine because my minimum target was 1 to 1.5, which was roughly here. I didn't exit as soon as it came back up to here. I wanted to wait and see if it was going to continue back down to my overall target, my 2, but it didn't. I got out just slightly behind my 1.15 at 1 to 1.48. So that was just like where that blue arrow is pointing, pretty much my 1.5 target. And just to clear things up, because a lot of people have been asking, what do you mean by 1 to 1.5, blah, blah, blah. The way we talk about targets is by risk reward ratio. So 2 RR, or 2 risk reward, also known as 1 to 2. What that means is that my target is double my stop loss. So if my stop loss is 100 pips, my target is 200 pips, essentially. 1 to 1.5 is the minimum I go for. So 1 to 1.5, or also known as 1.5 RR. And I've done this backwards. One to 1.5 is, you know, the minimum I go for. So if my stop loss was 100 pips, my target would be what? 150 pips. So that's what I mean when I say 1 to 1.5 or 1.5 RR. So that was my minimum target. My minimum target, I got out slightly behind that. I got out at 1 to 148. So pretty much on my minimum target, just a little bit off it, unfortunately, but pretty much on it. So that's how this trade played out for me. This is the danger of trying to extend your target. You know, it looked very good. It looked like sellers were going to continue pushing down. but unfortunately they didn't. So by me removing my target, which would have been hit on my platform, even though it doesn't really look like it here, on my platform, my actual trading platform, because this is just my charting platform, it would have been hit. But unfortunately, I missed out on that. It sucks, but whatever. I still got out with profit, still got out pretty much at my minimum for this trade. So I'm happy overall, but it would have been nice had I not woken up and removed my target. Actually, no, that was before I went to bed, I think. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It would have been nice had I not removed my target. Yeah, so does anyone have any questions about this trade? Ramona, I don't think that this trade was caused by news. The entry, anyway. At least I'm pretty sure it wasn't. What news caused the big bearish candle? Catherine, is it normal that you remove the target when looking to potentially extend your target? I mean, if it's close to it and I want to extend it, I have to remove it, otherwise it's going to get hit. Okay, let me have a quick look. What news? What news are you referring to specifically? Because I had a quick look and I didn't really see any news affecting this trade. Is there a specific news release you're talking about? It doesn't really matter, because news is just what drives price, and a lot of reversals are won because of news. What? Trump didn't give a speech, did he? Did I miss that? Yeah, that was last week. And the inauguration, as George says, is tomorrow. All right, anyway. I don't think that big move down was caused by news. I had a look because someone had asked that question, and I didn't see any news affecting, causing this big drop down. But it doesn't really matter either way. I was just curious what news it was, because I completely missed it, if there was any. Regardless, yeah, this was a pretty good trade. Someone asked, those of us who are still in the trade, should we close out right now? I mean, that's up to you. I don't really see any major reason to close out. Just because it retraced, that doesn't mean that the trade is over. As with any trade that retraces, you still have this major resistance area in the way, and you have down here this minor support area in the way. So this trade now has to, or well, buyers, they still need to break up through this resistance area to get to your stop loss. They also have to make a new high beyond the high of this candle. So I wouldn't be too quick to exit. If you're still in the trade, you may as well hold it at this point, would be my opinion. Or at least just keep a close eye on it on the 6 hour and see what it does. Maybe even on the 4 hour. Let's look at it on the 4 hour. It looks pretty much the same on the 4 hour. Just wait to see what happens. Right now, what it looks like to me is that the buy move is stalling, and we could just see sellers regaining control of price now and continuing to push down. I wouldn't exit if you're still in it. Oh yeah, I saw the comments he made about the dollar being too strong, but yeah, that was, I'm pretty sure that was before the reversal, as you say, Andrew. That's what caused the USDJPY craziness. Or was it? I can't remember which one it was. Anyway, so it doesn't look like there's any further questions about this trade. It was a good trade, worked out nicely for me. Could have worked out better, but you know, that's always the risk of trying to extend your targets. Sometimes it's going to work out and you're able to push your target down to a free risk reward, but then other times you end up having to, you know, give up some of that profit you would have made anyway. So that's just how it works out. Okay, so let's do some actual analysis. Euro AUD, what's up with that? It is falling below the support area. So what do we need to do for Euro AUD? We need new support resistance areas. We need something below. When's the last time it was down here? It was 2015, which is fine. Now, it's not going to be easy, or it's not going to be that accurate anyway. Placing an area down here. Because it's quite clear that support resistance has shifted for this pair. I'm just going to place two areas here. Now these are just kind of temporary areas. I'll see how price reacts to them as it pushes down. I'm just going to change the color of these just to some ugly color that stands out. That way I remember that these are just temporary areas. I want to see how price reacts when it pushes down to here. If we get nice strong indecision, then that means that this support area is confirmed, and I might take a trade there. If it just goes straight through it or ignores it or it bounces from somewhere else, then I know I have to readjust. So we got some temporary areas down there, but there's nothing tradable right now on Euro AUD. Right, USDJPY, what's up with that? It's coming back through the support / resistance. Nothing really tradable there. Ooh, what's that? Okay, let's look at AUDJPY. AUDJPY is doing something quite interesting. So hitting our resistance area, and it's stalling already on the 4 hour, as we saw when we switched to this. I'm just reading this. All right, we'll talk about AUDJPY in a second. I just wanted to talk about news real quick. The thing with news is when people see big moves in price, they look at news and then they try to make links between what was said by some person and if it caused this big move. So any big move that you see in Forex, if you look hard enough, you're going to find a reason for that move. No one ever wants to attribute a big move to just sellers taking control of price, maybe a heavy support breaking, or heavy resistance breaking, or massive stop orders placed by massive stop orders placed by banks and hedge funds being hit, stuff like that. So if you look hard enough, you're always going to find a reason for a big move, and you're always going to find a news-based reason. I tend not to bother to look that deeply into these moves, because all I really care about is the result of the move. So after that move happened, has it hit my target? That's great. And anyway, I just wanted to say that because I just feel it's a big waste of time trying to go through and comb through every little piece of news that's come out and try to associate it to a big move after it's happened. It's too late. It's happened. But yeah, anyway, let's not focus on that. Let's focus on AUDJPY because this is looking good. We're already seeing signs of it stalling on the 12-hour. This candle's got 9 hours, 44 minutes until it closes though, so that's not that important. But the point is that it is stalling here. We're seeing signs of it stalling. 4 hour, 6 hour, 12 hour, we're seeing pretty strong signs of it stalling, which is nice. That tells us that buyers are already struggling to break through this area. Now, yeah, maybe the 6 hour. Just trying to figure out where I would potentially enter this. It is a strong resistance area. That is definitely the case. I mean, this resistance area is pretty strong. If we go zoom out a bit, we can see that since around about this point here, which was start of 2016, so February 2016. Since February 2016, it has made several attempts at getting above this general area here. So we got a strong attempt here, attempt there, followed by another attempt shortly after. Came back down and made an attempt there. This time, more recently, it pushed higher than the previous attempts, but it still got turned back. So now it's going for another attempt. It's trying to get above this area again. Will it do that? Oh, that's the question. It's tried 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. 5 times it's tried and it hasn't managed it. And now it's trying again, and we're already seeing signs of price stalling there, right? So for a reversal trader, would you say that's a good sign? It is a good sign, and I'm glad you guys agree. I'm glad 2 of you agree out of the whole room. Only 2 of you. Ah, here we go. Now more people agree. Anyway, I was just kidding. Obviously, this is a good sign for a reversal trader. It looks like price might be stalling. Now, you know, when you see something like this, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to stall. It's just price is slowing down at resistance. It has done in the past, and it's probably going to do that again. It's pretty obvious that it's going to do that as it approaches this area. It's a good sign for us, but it doesn't necessarily mean anything. It could very well continue to move straight through. But what you do when you see something like this is you just tell yourself, okay, I need to monitor this and see how it plays out over the coming hours. If we start seeing strong signs of indecision, this could be a nice reversal trade, much like the New Zealand USD trade. So do keep a close eye on AUDJPY. It looks like we might get a strong reversal here, or sorry, no, it doesn't look like we might get a strong reversal. It looks like price might stall here and show us some indecision, at which point we can decide if we want to enter, and hopefully then we'll get a strong reversal. So keep a close eye on this one. AUD New Zealand, let's see what's happening here. All right, AUD New Zealand is in between 2 support resistance areas, so nothing much going on. AUD USD, and nothing much happening here. Who entered the AUD USD long, by the way? It happened overnight on the 4 hour. This one here, it was a continuation reversal. It was posted to the forum. I know Prez took it, and I think someone else responded to his thread, but it didn't look like many people entered that one. I'm just going to the forum thread to see. Oh, actually, it looks like no one responded. I think everyone skipped that one. Well, it was a pretty decent setup. This is, if you watch some of the newer videos in the course, this is what is called a continuation reversal. So it's a reversal that's in line with the major trend. So obviously when you look at AUDUSD, it's trending up. We can see that very, very clearly. Nice strong uptrend. Now a continuation reversal is a reversal that is in line with the major trend. So price breaks above a resistance area, falls back down to it. Resistance has now become support. We get indecision, starts pushing up. It's in line with the major trend. So this was a pretty decent reversal that was taken. Nice little reversal. I missed it, but yeah, do keep an eye out for these. As for actual analysis on this pair, there's nothing that we can actually trade right now. So let's go to EuroCAD. EuroCAD is in between two support resistance areas, so nothing we can really trade right now. EURGBP. EuroGBP. This kind of looks like a potential continuation reversal, but I don't know. It's pretty messy. Yeah, I'm not really that interested in trading this. EuroJPY, what's going on with EuroJPY? So that reversal that we were speaking about on Monday on EuroJPY has actually triggered, and it seems to be going pretty well. This is the one I skipped because of how messy it is through here. I didn't really want to enter this trade in and have to suffer through price trying to get through this all this messy resistance. But in the end, it has actually pushed up, and it pushed up quite strongly. So I guess it would have been good to get into that trade. But just because this one is working well, it doesn't mean that I made a bad decision. Because generally speaking, when you have an area that's this messy, price is going to struggle to push through it. So it did work out in this case. But overall, I found that entering trades like this can cause a lot of headaches, because you're going to have to wait and wait and wait, and it might never get through this messy resistance. Did anyone enter this one? I think again it was posted by Prez on the forum, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. Prez posts a lot of trades that he takes a lot more trades than me, essentially, is what I'm trying to say. A lot of trades that I would skip because I'm a very risk averse trader, he takes because he's open to more risk. It's not necessarily a bad thing. I mean, just because you're open to more risk, it's not a bad thing. It just means that you're going to take more trades. You're probably going to lose more trades overall, but taking more trades is probably going to make up for those losses, and you're going to end up with a nice percentage gain. So it's something to consider. Just because I wouldn't want to take a trade, it doesn't mean that you have to do the same thing. You just have to keep in mind that when I say I'm not entering a trade, I'm very risk averse. I don't like taking risks. But my account is at a size where I'm happy to skip a lot of trades and only go for the best trades, because I don't need that many trades. But that doesn't need to be the same approach you take. Euro USD is currently in a nice little continuation reversal, so there's no actual trade setup right now. It's already triggered. The continuation reversal has triggered. So yeah, nothing going on there. GBPJPY seems to be in between two support resistance areas. Well, that reversal on GBPJPY though. Nice little reversal there. I'm not really that interested in trading GBP pairs though. All right, GBP USD. Nothing really going on here. New Zealand CAD. Okay, that's interesting. Broken above resistance a bit. Yeah, it's a bit messy, but okay. So New Zealand CAD looks like it's stalling on a resistance area. Yeah, let's see how this current 6-hour candle closes, maybe how it closes on the 12-hour, and we'll keep a close eye on this one. So we got AUDJPY and New Zealand CAD that are looking okay. Let's check out USDCAD. USDCAD is in between two support resistance areas, so there's nothing really tradable here. USDCHF is in between, kind of below, but nothing really tradable there. GBPCAD. Oh, okay. Hello, GBPCAD. What are you doing? You're on a strong resistance area, or? I wouldn't say a strong resistance area, but I would say a very minor resistance area, but it is forming indecision there. Now, this is something you might want to watch out for. I'm probably not going to take a trade here. As I was just saying, I'm not really that interested in trading the pound at the moment because of Brexit, and because there's a lot of uncertainty with the pound, a lot of surprise moves, and I'm not really sure if I want to jump in. But a lot of people are predicting pound weakness in coming days, and we are seeing signs of indecision forming here at this pretty average resistance area. So do keep a close eye on this. This actually looks pretty decent right now. I might have to revise my decision not to enter GBP trades, but we'll see how this one forms, and we'll see how it plays out over the coming hours. Do keep a close eye on GBPCAD, because it might be worth taking a trade, a short trade there. All right, Euro New Zealand, our final pair. Let's look at that. All right, nothing much going on here, nothing of interest. So let's review. AUDJPY looks like it's stalling on a resistance area. All right, it looks like it's pushing up right now, but we do have clear signs of it stalling overall on this resistance area. So keep a close eye. Like I said, in the end, this might just continue to push up, and we might not actually get anything forming here. But it's worth keeping an eye on, because we are seeing clear signs of it stalling. So yeah, watch out for that. New Zealand CAD, we're seeing signs of price stalling on a resistance area, so do keep a close eye on that. GBP CAD, same deal. We're seeing price stalling on a resistance area. Keep a close eye on that. Are there any questions, guys? All right, so it doesn't look like there's any questions, or any, yeah, it doesn't look like there's any questions. So I'm going to call an end to this analysis, guys. Thank you for attending. Remember, AUDJPY, New Zealand CAD, GBP CAD, I'll post these to the forum also, and I'll post them to the watch list, and we can monitor them there. I'll keep you guys updated on what I do with these trades, with these potential trades, sorry, because they're not trades yet. So yeah, I'll see you guys. Well, no, sorry, we're not going to do analysis tomorrow, probably. But I'll see you guys on the forum, and to everyone watching on YouTube, I'll see you guys for next week's analysis on Tuesday.